Let's look at an example of making a decision when playing a card game, considering the probabilities of different events and the impact they might have on the game. In the first scenario, you have a medium threat on the board in the form of Stitch, and one removal card left in your hand. You also know there's a high threat card, Hades, in the deck that could cost you the game if it stays on the table for too long. If there are 10 cards left in the deck, do you use your removal card on Stitch or save it for Hades? If you use your removal on Stitch, there's a 50% chance that Hades will come into play in the next 5 draws. 5 draws over 10 total cards. In the second scenario, you have the same situation as in the first, but now you also know that there are 3 Aurora cards in the deck with the ability to protect other cards from removal. With this information, the odds of drawing an Aurora on the next draw are 3 out of 10 or 30%. The odds of drawing Hades are 1 out of 10 or 10%. Since it is more likely that Aurora will come into play, your removal card may be more effectively used on Stitch, as your removal card will not work on Stitch or Hades if Aurora is in play. Finally, in the third scenario, you have 2 Hades cards and 1 Aurora card in the deck. The odds of drawing Hades on the next draw are 2 out of 10 or 20%. The odds of drawing an Aurora are 1 out of 10 or 10%. In this case, it is more likely that Hades will come into play first, so your removal card could be used as soon as he is on the board. After the first Hades comes into play, the odds of the next Hades or Aurora being drawn are equally likely. To summarize, by considering the probabilities of different events and the impact they might have on the game, you can make informed decisions about when to use your resources, such as removal cards, to increase your chance of winning.